That's a little loud. Yeah, we'll turn a bit more. Good. Dude, for that first year, I was just streaming once a week, and then I think 3 days a week for the next 2 years, and then yeah, these past like year, I've been streaming 4. Well, tried to stream 4 a week. Honestly, same with the 3 a week. That also, I wasn't always following that. I mean, that is an upside. I don't know, because I wasn't gonna say I was gonna talk about Slam, but then I was like, you know, I don't really think I want to. I was thinking either. Well, it's like I've only been playing like Hitman and Holocure, which I feel like are 2 kind of different games, but I feel like I've done those so like maybe I need to spice it up somehow. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know what to do. If only I planned my streams, that'd be good. I mean, that was what was so nice having the playthroughs of games. It was like when I first started, like I had a set date where I would just play through a game, and that would just be that day. So like yeah, I'd always have something planned for that. But now I have kind of run out of games to play through, so I don't really do it anymore. I mean, I don't think I've technically run out of games, but it's like the games I'm interested in. Like there's some games I'm like I have no interest in it. So yeah, I kind of just stopped doing it. Like anything for the slot. It was usually on Sundays too, so like it wouldn't even qualify. I mean, there's literally no difference between my streams, so like it really doesn't matter. I could just do it on Tuesdays or something like that if I wanted to. Yeah, let me look through. I haven't played Death Stranding Canada in a minute. I was trying to like get better at the harder modes on Death Stranding Canada. And then I just stopped. I think it's because I was playing Hitman and Holocure that it just stopped. I think it's like, I think if I get out of this whole situation I'm in of streaming, I think actually it would help me out a lot, because my games aren't very varied. It always bounces between like 1 or 2 games I play like the entire time. All-time favorite. Oh, that's hard. It's hard because I feel like also whatever my all-time favorite is like whatever I'm playing at the moment, because I'm just addicted to it. Maybe like Wii Party or something like that. It's very repetitive because there's only a few game modes. Like I really like Wii Party. Hitman's also fun. It has some annoying times. There's some annoying bits, but I think that's also just for me. Like yesterday I got annoyed at it a little bit, but I think that was because I was getting a little tired. So that was probably on me. Because like, yeah, obviously Hitman's real janky, of like, you can get away with more than you think, and also sometimes you just do something and someone across the map spots you, and it's like, what? It's real weird like that. Yeah, all-time favorite is like hard. I don't really have one. Oh wait, no, I do have one. It's Fire Emblem Fates. I'm a freaking dummy. Because I was thinking like, oh, usually people say like RPGs and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I had Fire Emblem Fates, dude. I'm a dummy. I forgot. It's been so long since I played Fates, so I'm like, oh yeah, no, that was my favorite game. And yes, I know Fates sucks, but it's like, it's one of those where it hits you at the perfect time. And that's what Fates did for me. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, Fates is my favorite game of all time. I just forgot about it. That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's the one. That's the one. I wish I could stream it, but like I don't want to mod my 3DS or like emulate it. I don't even know if it is possible to emulate it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure like Nintendo consoles are like kind of weird to emulate, especially probably like 3DS and all that. It's probably real weird. Yeah, it's like That would be it. Also, did I hit shuffle once? I don't think I did. Oh no, I did. All right. I also Tomodachi Life's up there. I actually like a bunch of games where you can just like make characters. So like Death of the Can is another one I really like because of the familiar characters. Like yeah, basically any game you can import like other people into, right? That you can make other people with. Because like sure in like RPGs there's like character creators, but it's like one person. It's like basically the character you play as the main character. But like with games that like allow you to make like a bunch of like custom people, I think those are typically the ones I like, which includes like the Miis. Those are typically ones I really like. So yeah, I think it's about all those. Yeah, I want to get my first friend group, but they've been playing Marvel Rivals all the time. It's like, I really don't want to play Overwatch. I feel like it's gonna be bad for me. That's another thing is like, I need to make sure I don't get addicted to stuff that I feel like won't be healthy for me to be addicted to. Which I feel like Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, that vein is not, it's not gonna be healthy for me to get addicted to it. It's gonna be a mistake. Because I've already had that with Civ and like Hearts of Iron bunch. I don't need that anymore. It's not helpful at all. I think with like Civ and Hoi 4 though, is like one game takes like several hours for anything to really happen. So I think that's why it's especially worse for those. I guess it's not as bad with shooters because at least stuff's happening, but like yeah, I think with like Civ and Hoi 4 it was terrible because it took several hours. What inspired me to start streaming? I'm trying to think. I think it was just me as like a first grader, like a kindergartner, seeing YouTube. Well, I guess first streaming is different, but I'll start with just content creation in general. So obviously when you're like really young and you see people online just playing games, the first people I saw was the Runaway guys. And I think it was their Brawl Let's Play, which when I went back and listened to it, I was like, really? I listened to that as a kindergartner? But I also listened to freaking Vanoss as a kindergartner and first grader, which was like probably not something I should have been watching as a kindergartner and first grader, but there's that. But like, yeah, just seeing people have fun playing games. And like, initially it started from me wanting to make the world a better place and as the fact of I want to entertain people. That's kind of shifted a little bit. I mean, not necessarily, but like it's kind of like something else I've been interested in has kind of grouped into that umbrella. But yeah, I think that was the main start of it. And then so I started out making videos on like sports games. That's what I started out on. But the thing is, with the editing, I burnt myself out from doing it because you know how the algorithm is with YouTube. You basically have to consistently upload or else you get nothing. And yeah, it's freaking terrible. So yeah, I basically burnt myself out editing from doing that. And my brother was streaming, I think at the time, or maybe like he just stopped, but I was aware of it. And like, yeah, just having the thing of like basically doing the part that I really like doing, which is like essentially the recording, especially when you're streaming to nobody, you're essentially just recording a video. So like I liked that without necessarily having to do the editing and stuff. And another thing is also making thumbnails, because graphic design is not my passion, if you couldn't tell from what the stream looks like. It's not really my passion. I mean, it could also be that like I haven't really given a good effort in it. Like maybe I do like it, it's just I haven't tried it. But I mean, there's also just like everything needs a subscription service now. It's like, Jesus, man. It's so hard. But yeah, that was why I went to streaming, was mostly like editing was burning me out, and streaming, like I could do it without having to worry about editing. That was the main bit of it. Yeah. Yeah. I will say my first month of streaming though, I did not have my VOD saved because it's a setting and apparently by default it's off. Which I'm kind of okay with because one of them I was just blasting copyright music. So I'm actually kind of alright with it. Yeah, like my first month of streaming is not there. And also like there was one that was like 10 minutes because I was like, oh, I'm gonna work on this thing, and I was like, you know what, never mind, I'm not going to. So yeah, like I'm actually kind of glad that those didn't get saved. Like, sure, it would have been neat to go back to see my first stream, but like I feel like honestly like a VTuber debut is more like interesting to watch than like first day of streaming, like your first stream ever. It's like at that point, what are you really doing? Like I think I bounced back and forth between like 3-4 games. That was my first stream. And like I think I was only playing it for like 30 minutes and then I would just switch. Like yeah, like it wasn't that crazy. I'm not heartbroken about not having it. I will say I am upset myself for like not privating stuff because there were some stuff that I actually had like legitimate people from like my school and stuff, but instead of just like privating it, which would have been like the smart thing to do, I just deleted it. So those are just lost to time as well. But I mean, yeah, they probably were just gonna stay privated, but yeah, I shouldn't have just completely deleted them. Probably it probably would have been fine if I just privated them. I did do that with a couple streams, I believe. I've since privated them. Actually, one I doxed myself like really badly, and the only reason I found out was because I made a video, like I was for my main channel I was gonna make a highlight video of like a certain part of it, and in it was like the part I was going to highlight had the doxing part in it, so I was like, oh shoot, I gotta private it. So that stream's probably staying private until friggin' I move out, because yeah, I literally said what city I'm from. Like, well, that's not great. And then there was another one where I also said a landmark that is unique only to where I live as well, so I also had to private that one. Which again, that one might come on private if I move, we'll see. But yeah, I've been very bad at not doxing myself. It's been terrible. Yeah, I think hopefully I'm slowly getting better at it, and again, that's another nice thing about having nobody watching you is like, it's fine, you know? I mean, I guess some of them are still up, but like, I'm hoping I can get to a point where that's not an issue by the time like people go back and watch those old stuff. Because I would hate for that to happen. That would suck. Oh yeah, also I didn't start recording my streams until like a year later. Like Mario Sports Mix, which yeah, that was also when I started streaming on like Wednesdays and Fridays, so it was also around that time as well. Actually, I should say also on that first year of streaming, I would sometimes stream twice a week. Actually, I think I had that podcast thing that first year. So actually, no, I think it was like every other week I streamed twice. And then sometimes there would be like a Smash stream I'd throw on like Friday or something. Yeah, I guess that first year it wasn't completely like once a week, but yeah, it was a little more than that. But it's just easiest to say that. I also haven't like had a stream where I've talked to anyone. Like talked with anyone on stream, and I think 3 years as well. I think I've only been in my own world streaming for that long. I think the last time was like a Siege stream with some of my friends. But yeah, that was also like playing with my PlayStation and it broke. And then also like I fell out with one friend because we just went in separate groups. Well, he went to a separate group. I kind of stayed in the corner. But my other friend we started talking about like politics a lot with and never really organized anything. Hey, thanks for the follow. That does not look great. I'm gonna say like the alert looks a lot better than what's on the what's on the stream, that's for sure. That's funny. Well, I mean, yeah, probably because it's a crisp I don't have a Discord community. Maybe if I had more people, but like since there's literally nobody watching me, I think a Discord community is kind of there's no point. So maybe if I had like a bigger audience, then maybe. I think I did think about that though, for sure. Actually, I think when I wanted to make a group channel, I think with my two other friends. And I think I wanted to make a Discord community for that. I think. I use Discord. It's just like I don't see a point of having like, oh, the Iron Will Discord server when nobody watches me. It's like if I just go in there, it's just like sad. You know? I'd just be reminded of how freaking lonely this space is. It's fine because like I will air out a lot of my grievances, so I think it's helped me mentally, unironically. But if I were just looking at Discord server, I'd be like, this just doesn't feel great. But yeah, I do use Discord. Yeah, I don't know about the game again. I still have Power World. I forget about that. I played like, I think I did like 2 streams on it. I actually played like spent a whole day playing it, and then that was it. And I just forgot. That's the thing, man. If I just don't do something like for a while, I just completely forget about it. Like, it's not a great thing. Especially with like working out or having like a good routine, you know. It's not great. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, I will say I also talk more like about serious stuff than the average streamer is going to. And that's more of just like yeah, I mean I am enjoying streaming. It's just like, you know. I definitely did have times though where yeah, I played games, I just forget. Well, the problem is the last few streams I've forgotten to switch over the thing because I started just chatting and then I forgot to switch over the game. I did that I think both times I played Holocure the last 2 streams. I forgot. Which like that's also kind of an issue. You know, you gotta remember to switch the game over. Which like obviously on console is easier because like the Streamlabs is different, you know. I think it's because I also have to like switch, like plug in my earbuds, take it out the Bluetooth from my phone, apply it to my computer. So there's like a bunch of extra steps. So then, yeah, I just forget. On top of that, I have to switch the game, and I make a mistake with that. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's just when I don't go in with a plan of something, I typically just sit around and do nothing. Which again, that's like not great. Cause like I like talking too, that's another issue. Like I think I need to find a way to balance like talking and playing a game. I think Holocure is like decent with that. Although there are some times where I feel like my eyes glaze over because there's so much happening and I need to really lock in. But especially with like the Hollow House stuff, like you definitely can just talk. And I was doing that. So like I think I just need to learn that, which the only way you learn that is by actually playing games, so I should probably do that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, that's what happened with Mario Galaxies, because like if I noticed that Mario Galaxy is like really good for getting people to watch, because like that was like the one time I think I've had like 3 people chatting at the same time. Now one was my friend, but switch wave the game when reading messages or resume it right after. Yeah. Okay, I got what you said. It took me a minute for the brain to process it. I got it. Yeah, I definitely know streamers do that. Like Hassan does that, although his is like a little different because he's talking about the news and then he goes away from the news to then talk about it. I don't know if many creators do that. I think like a lot of creators do that, like if it's like they have a lot to say about it. I think if it's like a short thing, I didn't. Yeah, I know. I just gave an example of a streamer that did that. I'm aware of that. But like what I was saying is I think a lot of them do that when it's typically like they have a longer response to the thing, because I think if they have like a pretty short response, they'll just respond to it and then move on. But I think a lot of them, because I feel like also it kind of breaks the flow, right? If like every single time you would switch away. Like I get what you mean, but I think like if you did that too many times, then like it gets a little like, come on, you know? So like I think they only do that for like when they have like extended responses compared to just like a few words or like a sentence or something. Which like I think that's probably the sweet spot for that. Which is just all I was saying about that. Yeah, I've been trying to, I mean, kind of 100% Hitman. There's some challenges I'm just like, can't screw this. I think it's the thing with Hitman though, like the only time I'm gonna 100% is if like those annoying ones, I'm just gonna eventually be like, alright, screw it, and I'm gonna do it. I don't think there are too many like super annoying like challenges to do, but well, it's not Assassin's Suit only, but that could be annoying. But also like there are some of them where you're just like, you knock the dude out, you throw him in a corner, snap his neck, and then you leave. I figured that out with one of them. I was like, oh, well, okay. You just bonk him on the back of the head, drag him to the corner that no other NPC goes to, and then you leave. Well, you have to dodge one camera because I apparently hit that on the way there, which sucked. So I had to reload that, but yeah, other than that, yeah, I mean, you gotta be authentic. That's what people like. That's why people don't like AI like stuff, is because it's not authentic. It's fake, you know, like it's not a human behind it. People like the authenticity, they like the human interaction behind it. It's like, yeah, I agree with that. Be kind and honest. you know. Now, obviously, don't just be like super positive all the time. You still gotta have some sort of realism, but you know, I do think that is typically the case, to be kind and honest. Ugh. Yeah, like I think also with me, I'm gonna be one who, like, in the just chatting sections will definitely talk about serious stuff, which I know not everybody does likes that, but I've noticed more and more with the like climate. I think, yeah, kindness and honesty. I think they can. I think they're independent. Because, like, if you're kind, like, you can lie about stuff but be kind about it, right? It's like withholding information, or like give them something that you don't think they're ready to accept yet. Like, that's being kind but not being honest. So I think they're kind of independent in a way. Maybe mostly dependent. Maybe that's like the one exception, but like I would think they're mostly independent. Because, like, also just because you're honest doesn't mean like you're a kind person. There could be some honest people out there who are freaking douchebags, you know? It's like, I don't think that's entirely true either. I think both are like independent of each other. But I think I'm gonna talk about more serious stuff because those discussions just need to happen. I will probably play a game. I'm just debating with the 2 games I have been playing. My name or nickname? I think, because I go by William. That is my IRL first name. So I typically just gone with that. I'm fine with that. If people want to say my actual name, that's fine. I would take Will as well, because that was kind of the whole point of me naming myself Iron Will, is because it kind of works. And then maybe if I'm like 50, you can call me Bill. Once I get to like 50, you know? So that's like a couple decades from now, but once I get to that point, I'd allow it. I gotta be an old man first. But yeah, like William or Will would be the 2 of them. Even then, like 50 is not that old. Maybe like 60 or 70. My mom, I think, early 50s at least. So she'd get upset at me for saying that. I mean, I think she already did. Can you not do that? That was the one I said that was not allowed. You know, I'm probably in a more of a Holocure mood. Let me just make sure I switch over. Yep. I mean, I do talk about a bunch of other stuff too, but I've had several streams where it's just only me talking, which, like, yeah, that's not great for my like growth, right? But like sometimes I just like I don't feel like playing a game at the time I'm streaming, so I'm just like, all right, I'll just talk for a little bit because I like talking. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Holocure again. So All right. The only downside with like the YouTube stuff that's happening is like I saw that they're making it so like repeat like titles will get less in the algorithm, I think, basically. And that sucks for me who just like with their VOD titles just says like if there's talking, like what's talking and then like whatever game I'm playing. So like that sucks. It's not great on that end. So I'll turn up on this end. But I mean, it is also a VOD channel. Like, there's worse things to be hit in the algorithm, you know? I actually almost have a 10K viewed stream, which is crazy. I think it literally fizzled out right before it tanked 10,000, though, which is unfortunate, but... Also, this is the only one I have that gives me an achievement for playing her, so... Or a thing. I know 2 people did watch me. I think that it was around when the update came out for Holocure. And then they never showed up again. What's up? The weapon. Up it again. Yeah. I mean, that's why I haven't really put the focus on, Yeah, it's funny that you say that, like, people spread haze. Like, I kind of want to do the opposite of that, you know? Or, like, kind of, like, the root, adjust the root of that. Of just, like, why people are feeling so depressed with how the world is. I want to kind of, like, fix that. And obviously there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, which is like, then you talk about that, right? You can talk about every aspect of then why like the world in general just feels depressing and how you can improve that to make it not feel so depressing. I think for me, I would be enjoying my life if like I could see the world be better. You know? Like I think sometimes like you don't have to just always be funny, right? Like with my aspirations of like wanting to change the world, like if I'm only prioritizing being funny like exclusively, I still think overall that's not super helpful. It's kind of going back to like what I said about like, oh, there's another thing that it kind of loops into the like it fits under the umbrella of wanting to make the world a better place, and it's like it's this. And I don't think talking about this stuff is boring. I think it's very important. I think what would make me happy though is just seeing like people not just again blindly hate, but like actually understand the root of the problem. Because that's why people blindly hate, is that they don't understand the root of the problem, or like they just leave it as rhetorical. And I'd want to be there and be like, hey, here's why this could be happening. Like here's what we can do to address it, and like fix it so it doesn't happen again, right? And then the world's less depressed. Like it's less depressing with that. You know, you have less depressing like news headlines and all that all across the board, you know? If you just sit there and like only take distractions, then like the world's still depressing, right? Like, you know, like you're distracted, but like the world itself isn't, you know? It's still going as it's going right now. Like, you kind of need to step in and like intervene and be like, hey, like we need to point to these real problems at some point, you know? You can't just sit there and be like, oh, the world's depressing, right? I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna sit there and do nothing and just hope it all blows over. It's like, that is why, like, I also bring up these issues, like, and like, I'm not smart enough to talk like left-wing theory or anything. Like, I'd want to be in the position of like getting people to start questioning, right? Like, that's essentially what I would want to do, is like start questioning this stuff, you know, and like start thinking about it. Like, that's the main thing. I always hate when people are just like, oh, why do they do this? Are they stupid or something like that? And then they don't look into it. It's like, that's a perfect time for you to like look into like, okay, why does this problem happen? And then people don't, they just leave us rhetorical. And like, that always bothers me. Yeah, I will say I am more of a logical person. I definitely have some emotion, right? Like, for sure, in my ideology, but like, that's my thing about changing the world. It's like, and like, being a leftist, like, I've seen that, like, these past few like months, you know, like, people want change, and like, the way you get change is by actually like fighting back and doing something, right? Because like, very clearly the world is in the state it's at, right? Because we've done nothing. That is why it's there, is because we've only gotten distractions and we've never actually like pointed the obvious out, right? That's been happening for like decades at this point, because we've been too busy with our distractions. And like, don't get me wrong, it's still good, right? And like, if you have like it's perfectly fine to feel like doomerism when like you're looking at that stuff and like take a few days off. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, you need to be seeing it 24/7. Just find like a balance, you know? That's what I'm saying, of like distractions and like, you know, to keep you sane while also like looking at what's going on in the world, right? And like knowing how the world works in general. Because that's why the internet's in the state it is because of all the misinformation and just like vibes that people seem to go off of, right? Like, people don't understand how the world works. That's why we're at where we are. And I'd want to help people like go down that path. So that is why I talk about serious stuff. I think I have improved pretty good at this game, because I was just kind of going off on that and still doing pretty decently. So, I mean, I did play the game like, what was it, like 4 rounds of it or something like that? Like, what was it, like 2 days ago or something? No, I think it was yesterday actually. So, and also I chose like a level I'm not, like, I'm kind of very over leveled for. So that also helps, but yeah, I think I'm getting better. Yeah, that is something that's always bothered me. It's just like when people are like, oh, I'm upset with how the world is, and it's like, okay, like, learn how, like, we can then learn how to address this stuff then, right? And then people don't do that, and they just stay in like their own like little like caves essentially, you know, like, and still don't know how the world works. I've even my mom like experienced firsthand with like when her coworkers, because I live in a more rural area, right? So it's more conservative. So they were seeing the news, all this stuff is like, oh, like Trump's gonna do this, Trump's gonna do that, and like my mom literally had to be like, that's not how that works. Now, obviously, in today's day and age, it seems like that is how it's working, but you know, like even in the real world, you know, like it's still like that. I even saw like a study like back in like I think like 2012 that watching Fox News makes you dumber and like less aware of what's going on in the world, which is crazy. Like even in 2012 that was the case. Like that's nuts, man. Yeah, it's why I'm not afraid to like talk about that stuff, and like even like I'll bring up sexual assault cases and stuff like that, because obviously that's something that people don't like, right? But I want to do it from like a perspective of like of course like the victim needs help, but like also the abuser does too, you know? That's why I always will frame it that way, is because like it's like a given that the victim needs help. I should probably like in my wording of it probably also still bring in the victim, because I think people are gonna not read it like that. But like if you want this stuff to stop, then like you need a you need a deeper look at it. You need to look at a lens of like, okay, how can we prevent this? Not just be angry at it, you know, and just move on. You need solutions, not just anger. Anger doesn't solve anything. Well, if directed at the right people, I think it can, but the anger amongst the working class is not it. Class conscious people. Class conscience. Yeah, that's why I have the thing in the bottom left that's like essentially the modern day like communist logo, is because I kind of just like say in your face like what ideology I align with, and it's also in a way just like there to be like, hey, like left-wing ideology isn't scary, because like that's something that's been in the minds of like Westerners for like a century, and just like breaking that, right, I think is very important. I'll do that. Okay, the mini boss is almost up, which is Miko Dane, right? I believe so. Okay, so there's the item. Bang! Alright. Are you not dead yet? I guess you're a mini boss, so you would have a decent amount of health, but still. You die, please? I'm sure you're almost dead. There we go. Yep. That. Oh yeah, that's from the bags, right? I was like, what's... I didn't get so much speed all of a sudden. Let's do that. Do that. I still don't know what Hollow song this is based off of. To be completely honest, because like all of them are. I don't no idea which this one is based on. I think I know which every other one is, but yeah, I don't know this one. Well, I probably know the Amnesia one, because Amnesia is probably like a group one that had all of them in it, which would make sense. But I don't know any of their names because it's all probably in Indonesian as well. That makes sense. I guess I could try for the achievement again. It just sucks that it's 93%. God, I'm gonna have to do so many freaking attempts at it. It's gonna be brutal. It'd be like the last achievement, or I guess the miss 5 in a row also. I don't think it's 5 in a row, just 5 in one run. Yeah, that'll suck. I think that's kind of the thing I don't really like with these achievements, because I know people were like complaining about the Tower Suffering achievements, but at least that one's skill, right? Like you can eventually get that one down. A lot of these are just luck based. Because I remember with the pickup range, I was like, oh, I got the limiter, which like gives you a ton of pickup range. So I was like, oh, I'll pick Aqua because like she's got like pickup range buffs, and I never got the limiter as Aqua. And then when I was getting the achievement with Zeta, then the limiter showed up. And I was like, alright, I guess I'll get the achievement with Zeta. It's like, I just wish it wasn't, like, a lot of these weren't so luck-based. You know? Of just getting the right one. It's kind of unfortunate, really. I accidentally used my special because I hit circle and that's the special button. Alright. That's also why I have the one eliminate thing, if you're wondering, is because during one of my runs, I think it was the Aqua run, I was getting annoyed with the limiter not showing up, that I hit down and accidentally clicked on like one thing because I wanted to upgrade the other thing, and it was the freaking inject type Asakoko, which makes you lose health constantly. I think with Ollie actually be pretty decent, but I think she gets buffed when she takes damage. But yeah, I basically just had that just so I would not have to use that item as much. Yeah, and of course also it's not showing up with Ollie, which again I think would be the most beneficial one. I'll take the bandage. Actually, the bandage I think is terrible for Ollie because it'll just keep healing me. Well, I also got the horn I think instantly, and like yeah, that was also not great for Ollie. The Enrezi Undead thing, like it buffs if you take damage. So that was on me, but I also, this is my first time playing Ollie, so stuff like that was bound to happen, you know? Sure, give me some revives, why not? I don't think I'll need them, but do that, it's fine. Yeah, because I played with every character except Ollie that when you play him, you unlock a item or a weapon. I did that off stream. I said I was gonna do that on stream and then like alternate between that and a random person, but yeah, I decided just like, hey, I'm just gonna get them. You know? I would say Sana is freaking ridiculous. Except they had to play Sonic at the limiter. She is insanely strong. Her ultimate's not crazy, but like her normal self is like broken enough. I think it's like it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Just golden hammer again. Yeah, I didn't know how to use them, but like, yeah, they're for the super collabs, which I wish they told you, but they sure don't. I found that out because I happened to stumble across the super collab. Yeah, let me try the potato because I haven't had it before, obviously. I don't think I found a collab with the cutting board also, or the ball. No, I think the ball I found one. I think the tears in the ball is the one, right? Yeah, but I haven't found the board. Sure. I played that so badly. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Also not a great spot to hang around. Probably make a more open spot. Yep. I assume that last blast is like super strong. Ow, that did a lot. I need to leave. I'm going this way. Give myself a bit of a reset. Yeah, we'll do that. Can you die, please? Thank you. Axel potato. Ow. That's a lot of potatoes. Well, I think because they have the thing else that gives 2 more projectiles, so it's 6 of them. Oh, it's the SAF members now, okay. I'm in a bad spot for this. Oh, I'm in such a bad spot. Well, I'm screwed. I'm somehow not screwed. I don't know what happened, but I'll take it. Goodbye. I don't know, it took like 0 damage there, but alright. Actually, the Pikmin would have been pretty good. I guess none of these have collabs with each other, so that's awesome. Now we play Bullet Hell Simulator. Ow. Also, I like how the Frozen does nothing to her. Ow. Oh, my eye's acting weird. Ow. Okay, hang on, my eye's like it's twitching. Ugh. All right. Cool. All right, so now I've got everything that you get from just playing the characters, so. I've also never played on the castle, so that's probably not a great time to be using I might use Sana with the castle because she's freaking broken, or Watame because I think Watame's also. I think just any of the characters that just has like an all-around them attack is like really good. As like a general rule of thumb. Yeah, this does say in-game level, then this is just per level. I guess that'd be an easy way to distinguish those, huh? Yeah, because I like looked at this and it said per level and was like, wait, per like each time they level up they gain that? But yeah, no. It's per level on the thing you upgrade. That makes more sense. I'll probably save up for get more coins. Yeah, I think I'll use Sana for stage 3. Okay, this attack is not starting where I thought it would. Alright, I'm already not liking this. We're gonna do that. Okay. I think having a big pickup range is going to be very helpful. It's like a pretty massive buff too. Ow. That was terrible. Okay, this has been going very bad. I also have no healing, so I'm stuck with this. Well, I technically have healing, it's the general upgrade, but... Let's kind of upgrade that a little bit. Why are those bombs? They don't even look like bombs. What? Oh, giant. Isn't Matsurisu, like, isn't it very similar to Pachirisu? I mean, I don't think that was, like, the joke of it, but I think they're Matsurisu or something. Maybe that's a Japanese, like, joke, like, pun. They usually do that with Pokemon names. Oh god. Is it Tarantama in this? I think she is. I don't remember if she's the mid-boss or the final boss. I believe she's in this one. Take the feather just in case. Oh, that dude heals? Yeah, we gotta get rid of this guy. Okay. I assume the bats are Shion's fans, right? Who else would the bats be? Oh, Mel's fans, maybe that's actually probably what this guy's Mel's fan. Because she is a vampire, that makes sense. Oh, they have laser beams. Oh no, they don't. They just do that. I thought they would have had laser beams. Give me more haste. Heck yeah, dude. It's a spider hot done. Become big. Oh, it's a good thing I went big there. Oh, okay, they're still doing it. Also, they do shoot lasers. Well, it's not a laser. I guess it's like a blast or a shot. How do you describe that? I think blast is right. Actually, I'm just real quick gonna get rid of that. Just so I don't misclick and hit it. Don't do that. I need better weapons than what's giving me, man. No, I have the bounce pulse by other weapon, dude. It's not as, like, good enough, though. Like, it's fine. At least right now, but I really need to get some other stuff. Very clearly, I'm already starting to fall behind. God, it's really not helping me. Alright, I'll take 2 other weapons. That works. Alright, yeah, that should help me out a little bit. Not the weapons I necessarily wanted, but it's something, you know? So I don't know what the point of delaying the damage is. Probably for like if you have like a heal build or something. Helps for that, but yeah, it's not much, so I'll just do that. Up the haste even more, you know? Also, doesn't Endless Mode only go to like 30 minutes? Like, there's stage mode which goes to 20, and then endless that goes to 30. It's like, alright. I've actually never heard the original of Highway Night Tonight. I've only heard Advent's cover of it. Probably because it's in English, you know? It's definitely easier to understand what's going on in that case, you know? We do that just as a nice damage buff. Yep, cool. Get those abilities up all the way. It's a golden rose tie. Is it Rosentie or rose tie? I think it's rose tie. Give you 2 seconds, have to be by his weapon. Percent chance to drop a stamp. Just do that. Dang, I was almost perfect on that. I got hit once. That sucks. Yeah, I think with like the formations like that, when they always come in from the sides like that, I think controller is better for maneuvering around those, but keyboard mouse is probably better for aiming. At least for your thumbs anyway. It's where your thumbs really feel it. I guess your other fingers probably wouldn't enjoy it as much either. I didn't think about it. I was gonna say I'm not gonna get the combination I like, but there could be a collab in here that I can use. Well, I think it's... maybe not. I think I'm gonna have to use a different version. Whatever, man. That's an attack buff. I'm gonna take the HP up because I actually benefit from that. I'm gonna take that. Upgrade this. Oh, it's buff Shuba. That's right. That's the mid boss. I gotta get out of here. Ooh, good thing I dashed because I think I got hit by that if I didn't. You know what? Big. It is so weird. Oh god, it's still weird that with Big Sauna you still have to. You can't go through anything, right? The walls still work like walls. Still have no healing items. I just realized. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna take that actually. That is an achievement for not getting hit by any projectiles, which I don't know if I completed that, but I'd rather, you know, keep going. Just in case. Because I think it is clear stage 3 without getting hit with projectile. So. I think also Hollow Knight's nice that there's only one member who sung that's still in Hollow. And that's Choco. Kinda crazy. I think it's the only song that's like that as of now. I think every other song has at least 2 members still a part of it. And coughed on beat. Hey. I've just been vibing. Yeah. Ow. Alright, I'm just gonna... Actually, Sana's also good for that achievement because her ultimate literally has her go invincible. Which, yeah, I don't know if like if it hits and does 0 damage, if that counts. I didn't pay attention to the wording of it. Percent just create this. Yeah, we'll do that. How I balance personal life and streaming. Okay, so the thing is, I don't have a job, so I've just been laying around all day. It's not very healthy. If anything, streaming is the one thing that breaks that monotony for me. So it's fairly easy for me, right? I'm kind of privileged in that way. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't have a job because, like, as far as I'm aware, like, the only online job I could have with 0 job experience is like customer service or like a talk service, and like I don't want to talk to other people. And then I don't have a driver's license, so it's not like I can really like go around like my local area and just take like whatever job's there, you know. But I have been like, I have like a little brief like session of doing a couple stretches. Yeah, I think I need to do more as far as that's concerned. It's really not much, and I haven't like looked up any, and now would be a perfect time to like Google that stuff, and I've not, because I keep forgetting. I always am like thinking about like, oh, stretches to make myself more flexible or something, and I always forget to Google it. It's like, god dang it, because I only know one, man. And like I am getting fairly flexible in that department, but it's like a very small thing. So yeah, I gotta make sure I learn how to do that stuff. Yeah, the thing is also, like, my dad made it so, like, we never did chores because that was, like, seen as women's stuff, which shows you how backwards my dad's ideology was in that. So, yeah, we're also, like, we don't really do chores around the house either. And I think my mom's even said, like, she's someone that wants to do it herself because that's something she's been doing like her whole life. Like me and my brother's life and like childhood and my mom's childhood are like polar opposites, where my mom was constantly working and do I believe everything happens for a reason? I think some, like most of the time, yeah. That's it's at least what I'd say, like, you know, whenever anything bad happens, it's like, I mean, it happened for a reason, you know. Okay, I think I just get better projectiles, but I didn't realize there was a wall. It was that. It's hard to tell the walls on this map, that's for sure. Yeah, like that is definitely something I say. I think me being elected actually has made me a more optimistic person. Even though if you were to watch like leftist people, I feel like it's easy to think otherwise, but yeah, I think that's made me more, because like I think knowing that everything has a solution is much more encouraging than just like being saddened by something and just like that's that, you know. Actually knowing like there's a way to solve this, you know, like that feels a lot better. There's so many projectiles. Let's see why it's an achievement now. Jesus. I'm actually okay with like getting hit that one time because, good lord. It's like, hey, we heard you like bullet hell mechanics. It's like, okay. Let's just take the boss from stage 2 and just make it everywhere in the next stage. All right. Owie. Oh, that one's actually good. Like, it's actually the one that shoots projectiles also is good. I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to sell this one. It's really good. Just give you more health, just give you more damage. Ow. I guess I got a few revives. So that would suck if I didn't. Be not great. I also do the one that just choose the top option every time. Which someone I think's not bad, but I have been drinking water. Don't worry about it. It's just this game's kind of hard to have a moment to drink it. And then it went down the wrong pipe, so that's great. God dang it. Ah. Jesus. All right. We're fine. Everything's fine. That. Ugh. Oh, is this the top of it? I mean, it's fine because they're about to despawn, but there you go. I think this is Tarantula. Yep, it sure is. Go big. Oh. Okay, so she has a like what small on my head. Got it. Okay, she's just a mix of the last two bosses then, alright. Got it. Ow. God, it's hard to see that stuff. Ow! That did a lot. It's the final boss of the stage, but not of the game. And so there's a few stages harder than this. So where are these rainbow spiders from? I have no idea. I don't have my dash anymore. Alright, it's fine. Got it. I should unlock. Yeah. And then I unlock both of those. Oh, and time mode. Huh. Oh, okay, they basically fully... All your buffs are not available for those, got it. I'm gonna upgrade it. That. Actually, I was gonna save it for that. Whatever. It's fine. Is it an hour and a half? That's usually how long I go, but... Well, I typically go until 9, so, like, it fluctuates from when I start. Even though I always say I start at 7:30. That's not important. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably... There we go. Do that. I remember getting that Iris outfit. Because I think it only does the outfits that you got. No, I don't think so, because I don't think I have this Ayame one. I think it's just cycle between them. Right? Yeah, I don't think I have either of those outfits. Oh, I have the Iris one. I don't think I have the Ayame one, do I? Oh, I guess I do. See, I guess it does only do outfits that you have. I thought you didn't have that one. I thought I had none of Ayame's outfits. Well, that sure is a thing, then. I do like how, like, all of Promise's poses are, like, outdated, because they've all changed theirs. This was back when the game first came out, which was, like, I think beginning of 2022. Even then, I don't think they were 3Ds. So yeah, I think these were just generic poses, actually. I don't even think these were based off of anything. I think these were original for Caillou, but I think the rest of them are based off of their, like, poses on the website. They at least had at one point, because Coroni's is different. There's a lot of them are different, but... And also, Roboco's obviously a completely different outfit. Completely different model. I mean, not completely different, but yeah, her hair is definitely different. I don't know if they changed her outfit. Yeah, like all these are... Joko's, I think, is also different. Like, I think most of them are different. IDs, I think, are fairly the same. Actually, this must have been before ID Gen 3 had theirs, too. Unless they all different outfits or poses, but I don't think so. They probably got added before they had their 3D. Kind of crazy with ID Gen 2, because they were like 2020, weren't they? I think it'd be crazy if they didn't. Yeah, Myth had it, and they were in the game like when they first came out. I think Flare and Noel's are the same. I think all of Gen 4s is the same. Well, I mean, yeah, these are the most recent ones, so it makes sense, right? That all these would be mostly the same. I believe Picora and Marines are different. So... yeah. Yeah, I got stage 3 done, so there's that. I didn't even collect it, but there is an achievement to get 10k with them. Like, collect 10k at once. So, it's probably just best to do that. I mean, I'm sure I have enough to begin with, but just gotta be safe about it, you know? Oh yeah, this did have Azuki's old, thing. Why is it Roboco short hair still then? I don't even think she uses that. It's interesting. Um, hmm. Was I gonna check? Oh yeah, the main website. They might have a... yeah, no, I think her outfit is the same. It's just she has long hair now instead of short hair. I guess that's why they kept it. And one of her outfits, it seems like she kind of brought it back. She actually has a lot of outfits, I did not realize. I mean, she is like the second oldest, so that makes sense, but I realized she had that many. Um, yeah, it is interesting. Dude, the new posters are always like weird because I don't know. It feels like there's like this extra like I don't know. It looks different because like I feel like the older ones look a little more like plasticky. So like then when you compare with like the older ones, they look a little weird. Because yeah, I think Shion updated hers, but like it was the same pose, but she updated it. I think she did like the whole map pad thing. Just take it and just same thing. I guess it was like Tom did, where they try to do their version of the pose, but like it was different, you know. Whereas like Shion's was the exact same, and I think Matt did the same thing. I mean, it could also be that it just looks off because you know you're not used to it. I think the thing is though is that Okayu just looks really expressive, and I just do not expect that out of Okayu. I think that's why the Okayu one's weird. Same with Marine. I mean, Marine is expressive, but like, I guess it's with the sleeves, it doesn't look right. Yeah. That'll do it. Let me do this. And then bam. Yep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.